listen, November elections only 3 months away, and Democrats finally got it together and passed a major legislation with the Inflation Reduction Act. That's the Inflation Reduction Act. Although President Biden's approval ratings are low, he has managed to get a lot of stuff done. Now, but do you think it's enough? What are you most concerned about when it comes to politics? 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. Call us now. And listen now, people don't believe it or forget that President Biden has had some big wins since he's been in office. So people don't realize it, but it was the Biden administration that got people all of those stimulus checks. So let's not forget that. There's $1.9 trillion COVID relief deal also helped with unemployment, the vaccine program, rental assistance, and it sent money to schools across the country.
All right, and he also passed that huge infrastructure bill. He stopped federal execution, issued an executive order to overturn the ban on transgenders in the military. And despite what you might think, that Biden economic policy, it added, listen to this, 531,000 jobs in the last month, more than were created in the entire 4 years of the whole Trump administration combined. And he reduced unemployment. It was 6.3% when he started, and it's now down to under 4% at 3.9%. That's great.
All right. So, and this new bill was about climate change, taxes on the wealthy, and lower prescription drug costs. So I'm just wondering, is all of this going to get people out to vote? And me personally, I don't think, but I think what is going to get people out to vote is the Roe versus Wade package that has got everybody upset, and now there's a threat for interracial marriage and gay marriage. So you got a lot of, and one of the things we got to really be focused on is state races, because now they're trying to set up laws where the Secretary of State can throw out
electoral votes. Right.
Yeah.
So it's not only who's voting, it's who's counting the votes. And that's why we got to make sure that these governor races go our way, and also these Senate races coming up.
And I definitely think people have forgotten about what Biden has done. He's actually done quite a bit that has changed a lot of things in positive ways. But I think people look at him as being older, where he may not be able to handle another run.
I think his problem is he's not really good on TV. And as a president, you got to come across well on TV. If you pay attention to like Clinton, Obama, even Bush and Trump. If you come across good on TV, that makes a lot of difference. But helps. Biden does not come across really that well on TV.
Yeah, because they think he's older and senile or whatever, right. But he's really getting a lot of stuff done. And one of the things that I love most that he, which I think should have been done years ago, and it's just my only gripe with the Obama administration, he had two United States Supreme Court picks, and I would have, the first thing I would have done was seated a black woman on the United States Supreme Court, and Joe Biden came through on that. And in the Stacey Abrams race in Georgia is really going to be important. Really, really, really going to be important, because now they're trying to change, like what we were just talking about, the Secretary of State. They're trying to fix it where the Secretary of State can throw out and just put in election, if he don't agree with the result, he can go in the opposite direction.
But it's already like that.
Yeah.
That's what happened in Georgia in 2016 with Stacey Abrams and Brian Kemp. He was Secretary of State, and so he basically controlled the election that he was running in.
Right, and I think that's a conflict of interest, and I think that as governor in Georgia State, how they should change those laws, because Georgia has how many electoral votes? 19?
I don't know how many
maybe
have.
19. I think electoral college vote, and Georgia is a state that really needs to be flipped. So what most concern that you have right now? What issue do you think will get more people to the polls to vote in November? Hit us up at 866-9-RICKEY. Good morning.
Well, during this time, everybody's sending out all those surveys asking the same questions. And I believe that the housing and the gun violence seem to be the most prominent, especially these shootings are just happening so violently and every week and just about, I don't know, maybe every day around here. But I think the gun violence and the housing seems to be a big problem. 4 people to a room trying to rent for $1,500 a pop. Come on now. I know it's expensive here, but that's a little ridiculous. Imagine the bathroom situation. I don't know. I hope that, especially with the gun violence situation and the housing situation, there's a lot of people out there living paycheck to paycheck. So I hope people get out to vote. This is our right. We should go and utilize that right and think about those people that laid down their lives for us to go and vote.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, unfortunately, I think no matter what we do, it's really not in our hands. I know that sounds terrible, but, as we're voting and we're doing all these things, we can do everything we can. But, they just took away abortion and all these things. So no matter what we do, unfortunately, until we come together as humanity as a whole for the United States, I don't think there's really anything we can do.
Yeah, I definitely believe we're going to definitely see a big push for people to get out and vote. My biggest concern is making sure that the Republicans do not take back control of the House and the Senate, and making sure we don't get that negative energy back that we had with Donald Trump.
Right.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. It's just, it's bad. Raphael Warnock, that's a huge seat because he's running against Herschel Walker. And then in Wisconsin, I think with that Ron Johnson election, I think that's a seat that we could also flip.
And also in Florida.
Also in Florida, yeah. Val Demings.
She's neck and neck with Marco Rubio.
Yeah. Yeah, man, and I'm talking about, man, we got to really get out and vote, man, because we need those Senate seats, man. This is so important. And we're going to be talking about it more. We ain't going to pile it all on you today, but we're going to be talking about it more and more as we get closer to election. I'm glad that we jumped on this topic today, but I'm really, really excited about it. Hit us up. If you couldn't get through, you were not able to get through, excuse my voice. I've been talking trash all night, playing cards, frying fish, telling lies, and fanning flies. Hit us up. Hit us up on social media. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.